Hi, everyone. If you're applying for U.S. citizenship, there's one key part of your interview you'll need to prepare for. The N-400 Have You Ever questions. These questions come from Part 9 of the N-400 form. This is the longest section of the form, with 37 questions. Most start with Have you ever and require a simple yes or no answer. That's why many call them the U.S. Citizenship Have You Ever questions or simply yes or no questions. During your naturalization interview, a USCIS officer will go through some or all 37 of these questions with you. Your answers help them decide if you meet the requirements for citizenship, like good moral character and following U.S. laws. In this video, we'll break down the first 18 questions to help you prepare. We'll cover the rest in Part 2. All questions here are from the latest 2025 version of the N-400 form, updated as of January 20th. Important note: the applicants should answer no to these first 18 questions to avoid complications during the citizenship process. If you answer yes to any, you'll need to explain your answer honestly and make sure it matches what's on your N-400 form. If you've had any legal issues or aren't sure how to answer, consult an immigration attorney first. Let's get started with these first 18 questions so you're fully prepared for your U.S. citizenship interview. Have you ever questions for U.S. citizenship? N-400 interview. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? If you lawfully voted only in a local election where non-citizens are eligible to vote, you may answer no. Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States? Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return, or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident? Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world? Advocated, supported, and promoted any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the following: opposition to all organized government, world communism, the establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship, the unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States or of any other organized government because of their official character, the unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property or sabotage. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services, or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person or cause damage to property? engaged, participated in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation. Threatened, attempted, tried, conspired, planned with others, prepared, planned, advocated for, or incited, encouraged others to commit any of the acts listed in the item numbers 6A or 6B. Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any of the following? Torture? Genocide? Killing or trying to kill any person? Intentionally and severely injuring or trying to injure any person? Any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, did not agree, or was unable to consent, could not agree, or was being forced or threatened by you or by someone else? Not letting someone practice their religion? Causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, helped, or participated in any military or police unit? Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, helped, or participated in any armed group, a group that carries weapons, for example, paramilitary unit, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group? Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained, forced to stay, for example, a prison, jail, prison camp, a camp where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept, detention facility or labor camp? Or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people? Were you ever a part of any group? Or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person, or threatened to do so? If you answered yes to item number 10A, when you were part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever use a weapon against another person? If you answered yes to item number 10A, when you were part of this group, or when you helped this group, did you ever threaten another person that you would use a weapon against that person? Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons, or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons which you knew or believed would be used against another person? Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training? Have you ever recruited, asked, enlisted, signed up, conscripted, required to join, or used any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed group, or attempted or worked with others to do so? Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities or attempted or worked with others to do so? This could include participating in combat, or providing services related to combat, such as serving as a messenger or transporting supplies. Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense? If you received a suspended sentence, were placed on probation, or were paroled, have you completed your suspended sentence, probation, or parole? Engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution. Manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled, trafficked, any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country. Been married to more than one person at the same time? Married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Failed to support your dependents, pay child support, or to pay alimony, court-ordered financial support after divorce or separation? Made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? And that's it for the first 18 Have You Ever questions. Let's recap. Part 9 of the N-400 form has 37 questions. Most start with Have you ever? And need a yes or no answer. Answer no to these first 18 questions unless you have a specific reason to say yes, and always be honest. If you're unsure or have legal concerns, consult an attorney before your interview. Don't miss Part 2, where we'll cover the remaining questions. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Follow us for more guides on the U.S. citizenship process, naturalization interviews, and USCIS updates. We post new videos every week to help you succeed. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your journey to becoming a U.S. citizen.